Hey guys, if you can hear a lot of noise, that's because it is bucketing down here and it's been thunderstorming for the last couple of days. It's going to continue for the next few days. I made some hot chocolate bombs today. And I thought, I recorded it and I thought when I watched it back that I would critique it because I couldn't stop laughing. I stuffed up so many times and they turned out looking like little UFOs or something. But anyway, I can critique it as I go along. Okay, they turned out beautifully, by the way. I'm drinking it right now. So let's get on with it and have a look and see what's going on here. Okay, obviously you get chocolate and you put it in some sort of container. Oh dear. You have to mind my kitchen. When I break chocolate, it tends to go everywhere. I can be a very messy cook, actually. But anyway, you put it in some sort of container, and it's thundering. There you go. We've got thunder. I hope the electricity stays on. And don't mind all this mess over here. That was my dinner that I was cooking, which I did straight after this, which was battered fish, and I made myself scallops as well. Okay, so sorry, the footage here is really bad, and what I'm doing was microwaving the chocolate, and I've got these silicon. Well, they kind of look like shells. They're not even balls, but they're lovely. Okay, and you can still make balls out of them, because that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, you're supposed to make each half. So I've been melting the chocolate, and yeah, you're supposed to cover these in chocolate, and I'll show you how in a minute, and I'll tell you what I did wrong as well. Okay, have I got the chocolate yet? What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm testing to make sure to see when the chocolate's starting to melt. That's right. This is real time, by the way, but real time a couple of hours ago. And don't mind my kitchen. As I said, I get messy everywhere, but there's a little, my stove is old and I'm renting the house. It's got little bits chipped off it, and see there? So that's not me, sorry. Yeah, so while I'm melting the chocolate, and don't mind me, I'm in like a dressing gown jumper type of thing. It's cold, it's been cold here all day. It didn't go above 16 degrees, I don't think. But anyway. Yeah, and I advise you to get some baking paper. But what I'd advise you to do is put a cooling rack on top of this baking paper, okay? And I'll tell you why in a minute. Once I get the chocolate out and I realise that it has melted enough, and I didn't want it to get any hotter, so I just kept stirring it. Well, no, I think I put it back in the microwave a bit more after this one. Yeah, I did. Bang, bang, bang on the glass. Okay. Lucky I didn't break it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm using chocolate I already have, which is Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. God help me. I've been trying to look up how to make your own chocolate. So you need 6 cocoa plants. I don't know what they are. Seeds, beans, they're fruit, I don't know. So, okay. This is where the chocolate had melted. It still was a little bit lumpy, but the glass was warm, so I just kept stirring it until it had all melted. As you can see. And I'm really rough in the kitchen. I don't, not that aesthetically pleasing, I'll tell you that, but it sure tastes good. So this is your rough as guts chocolate balls. Chocolate bombs, sorry. They're called bombs, not... Well, they are in the shape of like a ball. You'll see what I mean. And see how messy I am in the kitchen? Oh my goodness. I should have put more paper towel under here, especially under this thing to catch it, or take this thing over to that. But you do have to hang on to this thing and You've got to make sure everything's covered right to the edges, right to the very top edges. So anyway, you spread it around and up. Now, I've seen someone say you got to temper the chocolate before you do this. I tried that, didn't work for me, and the chocolate wouldn't melt in the hot milk at the end. So that maybe it was just me. I don't know. Like, I'll give anything a go. You know what I mean? I'll try things. And oh, whoops, that's a bad place to put that now, isn't it? I am not a professional at anything, I'm telling you. Okay, total amateur hour here. Yeah, I'm just a grandmother, so don't mind me. So yeah, you make sure all the edges are coated. That's what I'm trying to do here. And make sure there's enough in there. You might be able to hear thunder in the background. We've got thunderstorms. Lovely. Okay, so yep, make sure you cover all the sides, which I've said about 3 times now. Oh dear. Yep, and I wouldn't do that too much either, but I would put, okay, I would put a cooling rack underneath that so that the chocolate can drip down. I'll show you why. Do you see how some of them have like a little edge on them or a cover on them? That's because the chocolate had nowhere to run underneath. I do like the pattern it gave me. Nice little shell pattern there. It's a bit of a messy job, really. Especially when you're me. Oh dear. Oh, I should call this Hev's Comedy Kitchen. Oh dear. So yeah, see the little lip on the inside there? That should not be there, okay? If I had done it correctly, that would not have happened. But anyway, that's what we've got. So I'm just going to work with it. So what you do now is, okay, after you've melted and moulded your chocolate, you get drinking chocolate or cocoa and marshmallows. And I put them in little cupcake things just to make it look good, because that's what they do. Oh dear. Now, I followed someone else's recipe for this. Is not my recipe, okay? I do not claim to own this. See the big lip on the side? It kind of made it either look like a planet with a ring around it, or a UFO in the end. So, yep, then we get the marshmallows and we throw them in. You're supposed to be able to put them in straight. Oh, dear God, what have I done? Oh, this is funny. As I said, I was watching this back just to put it together and edit it, and I started laughing, and I thought I could make a better comedy video out of this. And I didn't even do it properly because it's still got like thin in some spots. Then you get saucepan and you put it on very low heat on the stove, okay? Really low heat, just enough to melt it. And then you can place it on top of the other one. Now, when you're doing this, you shouldn't be holding a camera because you should be able to place it on properly, which I normally do. There's where it looks like a UFO or a planet. There you go. That's something strange. It should be round. And I could have taken that chocolate off, but as I said, I'm not that aesthetically pleasing. I just like the, I like the taste of it. It's beautiful. There you go. I only needed a teaspoon of that chocolate because it's covered in chocolate. A couple of that one was a bit easier. A few marshmallows. Here we go again. Another one with the lip on it. But anyway. And now I've got marshmallow, the dust, the flour or whatever all over my fingers. So of course that's going to go all over the outside of that ball. And I don't even think I didn't even put them together correctly. Oh, that one was better. There you go, I'll put the camera down, see? And then just put them in a cupcake thing. Put them back in the fridge for a minute while you heat up some white chocolate now. Okay? This is getting, oh. And it's so sweet you don't need sugar. I'm telling you now, you do not need sugar. Now, for the white chocolate, I just got a plastic bag, right? Here's where I went wrong again. Everything was going good. I was right in the corner with the plastic bag to pipe the white icing over the top, right? Except the white icing wasn't quite runny enough, and when I chopped the little corner off, I chopped a little bit too much off. So it came out actually thicker than I wanted. Now I'll go over and do the one that you can't see first. And luckily I did, because that one turned out the worst. Oh dear. See, it came out really thick. Instead of thin and nice lines, it came out really, really thick. But, as I said, you don't need sugar with this because it's so sweet. All you need is hot milk at the end. And I just kept going to use the white chocolate up. Yeah, just wanted to finish it, so kept going. What a mess. Oh dear. Oh, you gotta laugh at yourself sometimes, you know. Oh. I got a bag over here in the corner with my scraps in it, so they turned out quite well. So there you go. That's what it looks like. It should look better than that, actually, but mine's really rough, right? It only just fit in my cup. Oh, dear. Okay, so then you heat your milk. And watch what happens when you pour it over the top of this thing. And it happens even if it's sealed properly, believe me. Because the hot milk melts straight through the chocolate and up pop the marshmallow. Oh, and honestly, it is beautiful. And then you just give it a stir. And you have a hot chocolate bomb. Or a hot chocolate UFO. Or a hot chocolate planet, if you want to put it that way. Oh, and I'm spilling it all over the place. Look. How bad can I be, see? I did wipe it up after I lifted the cup up, of course. But yeah, I suggest just a couple of things. I suggest that when you turn the mould upside down with the chocolate in it, make sure it's on a cake cooler or a wire rack, okay? So that the chocolate can drip out and not form that lid across the top, because you don't want that there. With me, I don't care. Didn't make a difference. Anyway, guys, you can let me know what you think of this one. I thought it was quite funny when I rewatched it. And I could have even just left it as it was without... I didn't say a word during it, so it was a lot of ASMR with plastic crunching and stirring, and so I don't know. But anyway, this turned out really well, and I will do it again, and I'll try and perfect it so they actually look good next time. The reason also why the white chocolate wasn't runny enough, is because I was a bit worried about melting the other chocolate underneath with hot white chocolate, you know, so I probably underestimated it a little bit. I could have made it just a little bit runnier. But anyway, there you go, guys, and it tastes beautiful. So whoever made this recipe up, good on you. It's bloody beautiful. Let me know if you're going to try it, or if you are trying it or have tried it. But oh my goodness, guys, I'm sitting here in a thunderstorm sipping on this hot chocolate, and it's beautiful. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. Have a good one. Okay, bye.